The fall semester is traditionally a peak time for alcohol-related incidents at the college. Campus Police tell me they've received 23 alcohol-related calls so far this semester. While 23 is higher than in recent years, it is in line with pre-COVID-19 pandemic numbers.
COVID-19 forced all students to live off campus in the fall of 2020. It wasn't until multiple semesters later that residence halls were fully reoccupied. Alcohol-related calls to TCNJ Campus Police fell briefly during the pandemic, but have since been on a rise. Lieutenant Matthew Mastro-Simone has observed his share of on-campus alcohol incidents since he joined the department in 2002.
It's usually been in especially fall semesters, we tend to have our higher alcohol-related calls than spring semester. So I think it's a lot to do with students learning and making healthy decisions going through life.
Alcohol-related calls usually come from freshman residence halls, but are not limited to those spaces. The lieutenant tells me that intoxications can be difficult situations for first responders to deal with.
Sometimes this patient or student or their witnesses do not or cannot remember what they had to drink, and arriving on a scene, trying to establish some kind of base with that, it could be very challenging.
When Campus Police receives alcohol-related calls, TCNJ and local EMTs respond alongside officers. TCNJ EMS Supervisor Scott Safara says that TCNJ EMTs are trained to care for students who are under the influence.
And they're all trained to ensure that the patient comes first and that we fix the issue at hand, which is really anything dealing with their airway, breathing, and circulation.
In years just before the pandemic, the amount of annual alcohol-related calls were typically in the 30s. This year's total is currently at 32.
We'll know in December if the annual total stays on par with or exceeds pre-COVID-19 numbers. From TCNJ, this is Isabella Darcy for The Signal.